welcome back to Generation C, which stands for Culture Creation and Connection with Schools. I'm Fransha Milan and I'm here with
Jaden Yoster, and today we are in
Windhoek
Windhoek High School. Today we're just going to learn more about our school's culture, diversity and history. But please do make sure to check out our one-pager that can be found in the Namibian Sun, Republican and Algemeine Zeitung.
And remember, you can watch Generation C at 5 p.m. on GoTV channel 25 and on DSTV 285 and on Maizen socials at 2 p.m.
So come on, we can't just leave our headmaster waiting.
Oh yeah.
Well guys, as promised, here I am with our principal. Would you please introduce yourself, miss?
Okay, my name is Denis de Beer and I'm the principal of Windhoek High School.
Like you know, this school is very, very old. Can you tell us a bit about the history of our school?
The school this year, we're 107 years old. So it's a 107-year-old tradition. Even if you look at the school buildings, we first started off 107 years ago. We started off in the Alta Festa. Then they've built the building that we are sitting in now, and then later years they've introduced the other building on the other side. Even if you look at the sports fields, everything, it's a massive development in 107 years' time.
That is amazing. Can you give me a rough estimate of how many learners you have in the school at the moment?
1,356 students.
On the dot.
On the dot.
Wow. What makes VRS unique?
I think what makes us different is that we focus on the development of the children, body, soul, and spirit. We actually talk about the three-dimensional development. And so it's not just about achieving great results, academics, or being top on the sports field. We really look at the development of the child holistically. And I think the achievement is that when the children leave the school, if you look back, the feedback and the testimonies that we get of the success of our children when they leave the school, that is actually a testimony for the school in itself.
That is well said. Of course, there has to be a lot of very proud moments through the timeline to get to where you are now. Can you maybe mention us your proudest moment? Okay,
if I think just about last year, I think it would be Windhoek High School. We came academically in the NSCCO examination. We came first in commerce and fifth in the country. And then on the sports field, for sure, the netball girls winning the league. We've drawn with gymnasium in the rugby league. But I also think cultural-wise, like today we've heard that Windhoek High School, we've won the chess championship, the National School Chess Championship. So I'm not just talking about the achievements on the sports field, but also culturally.
That is amazing. Talking about the different sports and culture stuff, can you mention a few of the clubs that we have here at the school? Okay,
obviously the sports, it's rugby, netball, hockey. Then we are really expanding with archery. Like last Saturday, I attended the archery competition where one of our boys, he's the top student in Namibia. His surname is Weekly. So we've introduced that. We've introduced squash. And then if I look at the cultural, we've got a chess club running now. We've got debating. We've got a choir. We've actually got a new person training our choir kids from St. George's. So that is expanding. And drama. I forgot about drama. Yes.
That is amazing. So basically everything for everyone.
Yes.
And then finally, obviously, not everything always goes as planned. What is one of the biggest challenges as part of this community?
I think it's just the day-to-day running in the school, to get everything together, make sure that everything is in place, everyone is in place. So that is a challenge, I think, on a daily basis, just for the whole program, just to run fluently every day.
Okay, thanks so much. Final question. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love reading. I'm talking about reading books, news, what's happening in the world. So that is definitely one of my hobbies.
Oh, wow. Would you suggest any book for me to read?
Battlefield of the Mind.
Okay, thank you so much. I personally learned a lot by talking to you, and we will now be heading to the culture segment. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Head editor here again, and I'm here with.
Hi, Navaliers. I'm a writer.
And we're here in basically one of the school's most prized possessions, the Windhoek High School main hall.
To kickstart the culture segment, I want to show you how big our hall just is. It's so big, actually, that a lot of outside event goers come here and hold the events here. We've had multiple things such as comedy shows or church events and many other things, the likes basically. But it's not just for other people, it's also for, ours. We have many big events here as well, such as our musicals, our newcomers concerts, as well as even Mr. VIS. That's also a whole different story. It's basically where all of the GS is built, and if you are a Windhoek High School learner, you know this place like the back of your hand. If you look behind me, you can see just how big this place actually is. It has a really big capacity, and matter of fact, we're actually doing some renovations right now. We are busy including a new sound system, and if you look over there, you can see a piano that is very important for our school anthem, because we kind of like music over here, and we always, well, most of the time, sing our school anthem with the piano. Okay, don't act shocked now. I'm still in the hall. But you see, I'm no longer on the stage. I'm basically where most of the audience people are. If you have stage fright, this is where you'll be most of your life. No offense. But anyway, if you look behind me, you'll see that this is basically a very big kind of gallery, a collection of all of the big historical stuff that we have had through our years as a school. Because as you may or may not know, we are really old. We're over 100 years old. And it's so, we've done so much. It goes all the way to the edge over there. Even I am shocked as a person who goes to school here. But just looking here, this is 2010 to 2017. And this isn't just about sport. It's for everything. It's culture, it's academics, it's you name it. It's probably on here. And it just shows how many successful alumni we've gotten out of this school. And if you ask me, it's really, I don't know how to say this, scary, because wow. Anyway, as you can tell, this is the gallery, and like I said, it is really long, and it goes over multiple years, basically What are you doing here?
Oh my word. Are you done already?
You can see I'm not done.
Oh my word. I want to go to the art class and show off how beautiful and amazing it is.
Well, I'm busy. You can go to the art class later. Go. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, like I said, this is over a century, 100 years. And like I said, it's really scary. But yeah, you obviously have to come really close to see it. But it also goes on about how old this school uniform is. And yeah, that's really crazy, because I'm actually surprised that the school has not gotten tired of being blue yet.
Hello everyone, as promised, we are in the art class, aka Miss Oberholzer's class, and she's quite a big deal in terms of culture here at our school. But anyway, I digress. Here, we just celebrate drama as a whole. As you can see behind here, it's just dresses and costumes and whatnot, because after every year, we take all of the costumes and the decor that we have created and just put it in one class, sort of as a memento, yeah, to just reminisce about the past and, yeah, just have fun like we're having now.
Excuse me. You might be thinking, okay, but this is a really odd place. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of costumes behind us because, like Jaden said, it's not only is it a memento, but we also use this as like when we have another concert or another musical or anything of that sort, we get costumes from here if we perhaps can't get anything. And
wait,
do you hear that?
No, I think I'm tripping. Do you hear that? No, I thought it was just us.
I thought it was...
Come, let's go. Okay.
What?
There's no way.
What are you guys doing in
here? I thought it was just us.
Yeah. Are you guys following us? Okay, but anyway. So, anyway, so where are we right now? This is basically the back room of the back room. Outside, we keep basically musical, where you guys are basically, we keep musical instruments and the clothing of all that sort. And then in here, well,
the actual decor, as you can see.
It's basically a bunch of old decor and any scrap materials that we're going to be using as decor for our events and all of that sort. Please don't come in.
It's really quite messy and
but that's
dusty.
the point of the magic. And we're back, and right now I am joined with
Ms. Namubongo. I am an English teacher at Windhoek High School, first language, and the poetry and debate coordinator.
So, my big question for you is, what do you think about the whole cultural activities of the school? How do you feel about it?
In totality, I am in support of the culture at our school. I think it allows the children to better express themselves and also to add a bit of character. And for some of them, it is how they find their identity as a whole.
And you mentioned that you are the coordinator of the poetry club, is that right?
Yes, I did.
So I also would really like to know, what do you think about the learners' performance in the poetry club? Do you think they have great potential to become successful in the future?
All in all, poetry is supposed to be an outlet of how you express your emotions and how you deal with certain things. And I think with my poetry club, and the reason why I did start it in the first place, is for the learners to be able to better express themselves, to learn how to deal with things, or to just let it out. Because life is difficult, and a lot of the students feel they don't have a place to speak. So this is what poetry actually does, and so far have been very impressed. So they do have the potential. I just think it's also helping the poetry market, because we don't have a lot of that, or rather arts and culture is not really a place where, or a recognized space. So this also allows schools to take part and recognize the space.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am.
You're very welcome.
And next up, we will be going to the rest of our cultural segments.
Hello, today I'm here with
Rolof Kerkhoff.
And would you please inform us on which culture sector you are involved in?
I'm involved in chess.
Chess, I wish I could play that. But could you tell us a bit more about your chess playing journey in terms of, are you part of any clubs? Are they part of the school?
Well, I've only been playing chess for 2 years, and I started when I got into VIS. We used to have a chess club and a chess coach, but after the chess coach left, we didn't have it anymore. So we made our own club, and it's under Stefan Bakker. He's also a chess player, very good chess player.
Okay. So, have you participated in any tournaments or championships in like recently?
We did participate in a schools champions tournament yesterday, and VRS came first place, and we qualified for the World School Chess Championship in Asia.
Whoa, that's like another continent.
Yeah,
So, how did that win make you feel?
it made me feel accomplished.
Wow. But I can imagine doing something or practicing so hard and putting in the hours and then just achieving that, and the end goal being able to go to another country, a whole continent even. Wow, that must be so. You must feel so.
Accomplished.
Yes, 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 yes. In other okay, edit that out. But in other news, do you think chess is an important part of just cultural activities as a whole, and why do you think people should play chess in general?
Well, chess is a very critical thinking sport. It requires you to think, and you can't just do things without thinking because it has consequences. And that helps, especially if you're a school learner or an AS student with mathematics, because mathematics is a very critical thinking subject.
Yes, yes, I agree. But yeah, you heard it first. We have the best of the best, even in chess. And I just believe that culture is a really important part of any school society that we're in. And you don't just need to focus on the academics. Yes, do, please. But don't let that just be your main focus. You can achieve so much in by just participating in school activities such as chess, drama, you name it. So yeah.
I'm here with Jedediah Becker and I'm going to ask him a bit about the upcoming rugby tour. So, Jed, tell me a bit about this tour. Where are you going?
So we're first going to go via Uppington on the way to the Cape, and then we'll play our first game in Uppington against Windhoek High School, and then we are playing at Windhoek High School in the Cape.
What do you hope to achieve on this tour?
We would really just like to gel as a team and play our strengths as well as our game plan that we've been practicing at the practices.
Wonderful. Now, do you believe your team fully equipped to any challenges you might meet on the way?
Yes, and the challenges that may come that we are not equipped for, we are a team willing to learn.
Okay.
I'm Amay Snyman and I'm with the head of the sport with Wamyan. Tomorrow you guys have a tournament. Against who and what are the preparations you guys did for the tour?
Okay, tomorrow we drive via bus to Uppington and then we play on Wednesday at match the under 14s, the under 15s and the first team against Uppington Hoër. Then we go down to Wynberg in Cape Town where we will play on the Friday, a game against the Bishops, the first team, and Saturday against Wynberg himself, and on Monday then Bellville HTS. So I think it is very difficult matches that we will play, but yeah, that is for Windhoek High School a privilege to play against bigger teams and bigger names in South Africa. The preparations that we did was the normal practice for the year to start off in the Namibian League. Yeah, it was a short week practice for over the last 2 weeks. So yeah, that is we see forward to participate in this festival and come back, and maybe we learn a lot in that festivals.
Yes. What preparations do you guys have for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, every year we start in Windhoek High School or the rugby, we start from zero. We try to build character in players. We uplift the players, and this more than playing rugby at Windhoek High School. We try to make little boys big men. And that is if we go out and do this for the future, our leaders in rugby, in our society, I think that is the motive that we give, and we try to give every player a chance to show what he can do and to live his life.
That's great. Apart from rugby, what other sports does VRS?
We are VRS. We have the netball. We have the boys and girls hockey. Then we have the athletics that we do, the basketball, the soccer, the archery, and then we have squash also here in Windhoek High School. And then rugby is, I think, the main one, but every sport coach is the best in their area.
Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot.
Welcome back, viewers. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see what the LRCs have in store for us. Each of them will introduce themselves, and then I will ask each of them a question.
Okay. Hi, my name is Daniel Hubert, and I'm the deputy head boy. And I strive to work hard and to honor God.
Hi, I'm Jedediah Becker, and I'm the head boy of VIS, and I play first team rugby here at the Blue School.
Hello, my name is Esther John, and I'm the head girl of Windhoek High School, and one of my big passions is karate.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Christine Metton, and I am the deputy head girl of Windhoek High School.
Okay, Daniel, how's your experience on being on the LRC?
It's a great experience. I think it's an honor to be able to be on a team like this, and it definitely teaches a lot of people life skills, including myself. I've learned a lot over the past 2 years, and excited to learn still more on the journey to come.
Okay. And Jet, what are the accomplishments and challenges you've faced on the LRC?
For me personally, has been to maintain a good reputation, because you're now in a leadership position where a lot of people are looking at you, and you can make mistakes very quickly. But having a group of people around you really does help with boosting your self-image, and then the image that others see about you as well.
And Esther, what are projects you guys have been working on this year?
So some of the projects we've done so far is the grade 8 concert.
Yeah.
We've also had the teacher's lunch and the LRC parent evening. We have a lot still to go under the year, seeing that it just started, but the major one has been for the grade 8s, where they showcase their talents through the end of their orientation period.
And Kirsten, what is the best part of being on the LRC?
I would say, for me personally, apart from working on such amazing projects, we really have an opportunity to develop such amazing skills outside the classroom as well, and develop great relationships with one another and get to know each other better. Thank you.
What legacy would you guys like to leave behind in Windhoek High School?
That's a very good question. Something that comes to mind is to be remembered as someone who was humble and respected by his peers, not because of the way he forced himself on them, but just the way he handled himself and talked to the people around him.
For me, it's a big thing of pointing to God and people not remembering necessarily me, but God who was present in this year.
Nesta?
I would like to say something similar to Jed and say that I would like to leave a legacy of being someone who promoted unity in the school, and not just with people that you know, but as a whole, as the Blue Wave.
I would personally like to leave a legacy which promoted other people living out their dreams and just being the best versions of themselves, whilst allowing them to follow the path that God wants them to follow.
Thank you for tuning in for the LRC's interviews, and from us, bye! Thank you guys for tuning into our Generation C episode for the day.
And please remember to check out our one-pager, which can be found in the Namibian Sun, Republican, and Algemeine Zeitung. So from me, Jaden Jooster
and Fransha Malan, goodbye until next time.